Hey Kentucky, this is Mary Jo Perino. Tonight, UK's bowl picture is getting a little clearer. Rand Paul wants indebted students to be able to tap into their 401k, and the KHSAA commissioner joins me to talk about championship weekend. All that and more is next on Hey Kentucky. Welcome into Hey Kentucky. Ryan Lemon is my co-host tonight. We're going to break down this bowl stuff, right?
Well, it changed overnight,
Yeah.
so we're getting ready to talk about it, so let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's
Okay.
go. Yeah, stop pushing. All right, we begin with a look at the postseason picture for the Cats. Now that they've wrapped up another 7-win regular season, the latest college football playoff rankings were revealed last night. And after the Iron Bowl, both Auburn and Alabama are outside of the top 10. That could knock Kentucky out of the Gator Bowl and put the Belk Bowl back in the picture. But in updated projections, ESPN still has the Cats in the Gator Bowl versus Wisconsin. CBS Sports has Kentucky playing Michigan in Jacksonville. As for the playoff picture, it's Ohio State, LSU, Clemson, and Georgia that make up the top 4 in the rankings. All of the bowl pairings will be released on Sunday. Ryan, I don't like us playing Wisconsin or Michigan, but I would love to see an Iowa matchup.
Yeah. Here's the situation right now. With Auburn and Alabama both out of the top 10, we need somebody in that top 10 to lose.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some teams lose. Baylor could potentially lose, Oklahoma. Somebody's going to lose and let Auburn sneak back in the top 10. That's where Kentucky could maybe end back up in the Gator Bowl. That's why they feel like that could happen. If not, Kentucky's looking at Liberty Bowl or the Belk Bowl. I think Music City Bowl is now out of the picture because we were just there 2 years ago. I think smart money right now is the Belk Bowl in Charlotte or the Liberty Bowl right now. But it would depend on who loses, and they'll have these games play out on Saturday. That's where the Gator Bowl, the TaxSlayer Bowl, could come back into play for Kentucky.
So I did see the Liberty Bowl projection of us playing Texas.
Yeah, then that would be that's an interesting matchup for the fans, no doubt.
It really is.
I think Kentucky fans would go to Charlotte for the Belk Bowl, or they would go to the Liberty Bowl for them if it's a good matchup like that with Texas.
Definitely drivable. Both cities are definitely very easy to get to. All right, turning to basketball. 3 UK players are listed in ESPN's latest 2020 NBA mock draft, including 2 in the first round. Freshman guard Tyrese Maxey is the first Wildcat off the board, going number 8 overall to the Wizards. Khalil Whitney is projected to go number 24 to Oklahoma City, and ESPN has Ashton Hagans falling into the second round to the Charlotte Hornets. All 3 destinations have former UK stars on the roster, pretty much like every other team almost. Meanwhile, a couple of interesting names could be in Coach Cal's future. The son of NBA Hall of Fame center and legendary shot blocker Dikembe Mutombo says he wants to be recruited by Kentucky for 2021. It seems things have changed since Ryan Mutombo had this exchange with a reporter last year.
If you could go anywhere, where would you go?
North Carolina.
North Carolina? Oh, hey, Pops, he says North Carolina. Oh, that's...
I do love that. And one of the top high school players in the class of 2023 says he wants to end up in Lexington. Marvel Allen says he spends his time watching clips and documentaries of John Calipari, hoping to someday earn a scholarship offer from him. Ryan, going back to the NBA draft for a second here. I like Ashton Hagans as a first-round pick by the time this season's done.
Well, like Calipari said after the last game, if there's a better point guard in the country right now, show me. Show me who it is who's doing what he's doing right now. Everything is running through Ashton Hagans right now. And I'm telling you, if Nick Richards keeps playing the way he's playing right now, his name's going to be on that board. I mean, he's 7 foot and doing what he's doing right now. Nick Richards has had one bad game, Evansville game. Outside of that, he's played great. And if E.J. Montgomery can continue to improve, he's going to be on that board before the season's over.
I think there could be even some more. I mean, it's so early, right? It's so early that some of these guys develop a little bit later in the year. All right, another news. Senator Rand Paul says he wants to combat the rising debt load for college students by allowing them to dip into their retirement accounts to help pay for school or back pay loans. The Kentucky Republican is introducing federal legislation that would allow individuals to take up to $5,250 tax and penalty-free from their 401k or IRA each year to help pay for college or pay down student loan debt. Under the Higher Education Loan Repayment and Enhanced Retirement Act, parents or spouses could also divert money from their retirements to help.
Because of the student loan debt, workers are often not fully contributing to their 401ks or their IRAs now. My bill changes the incentive to invest. since the money can be used to pay down burdensome debt.
Americans collectively owe about $1.5 trillion in student loans. This has been a big talking point, Ryan, of the campaign, free college, right? It doesn't sound as bad as I thought it did initially, right? So you can just use tax-free money instead of putting it in your 401k, use that to pay down your debt faster.
Things I know about Rand Paul. He has great hair,
Yes.
and he does not like taxes. And here you can pay down your student loan and not pay as many taxes. I'm not surprised he came up with this.
And the hair, doesn't really factor
Makes
into
me
this
so
bill,
jealous.
but yeah.
I see that hair, I'm like, oh, dude, come on, how you doing that?
You know how he's doing it.
Yeah.
Probably the same way you did it. All right, a Northern Kentucky judge is at the center of a wild story as she faces accusations of demanding sex and money in exchange for preferential treatment. Kenton County Family Court Judge Dawn Gentry is under an active investigation by the state's Judicial Conduct Commission. One report says after an attorney quit, Gentry flirted with her via Snapchat, pressured her to seduce the judge's husband, and asked her to join the judge and a former church pastor in a threesome. That lawyer's boss says their entire firm experienced biased courtroom behavior from Judge Gentry after the attorney resigned. Another lawyer says his client suffered because he didn't donate enough money to the judge's political campaign. Gentry did not have a comment on the story. I don't know what her comment would be here.
This is a movie. This is real life going up in Kenton County. I read some of this before we came out here, like, my goodness, I couldn't believe this was going on. This is like some Hollywood script or something. But the Cincinnati Enquirer said, yeah, it is an active investigation despite their denials.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
A church pastor in a threesome with the judge.
Doing a lot, flirting on Snapchat.
Yeah, that's a Lifetime movie right
Yes,
there.
it is.